Good morning. Welcome to Time in His Word. As you can tell, I still don't feel much better, but I'll try and get through this and put a message up today. I got a little bit of a lesson yesterday in that on the back of my trailer, I've got the Facebook address, the YouTube address, and my website address. And I've had them on there about 2 months, a good month anyway. But the numbers didn't take off like I was expecting. I thought it was just going to be, as soon as people started seeing, I'd be bombarded. And it's not been that at all. And I mentioned that to the preacher and one of the elders at the church and my mother, and all three of them said, you don't worry about the numbers. If one person sees the back of your trailer and it makes the difference in their day, that's what you're after. And I'd listen, I'd like, yeah, but I was still wanting, I still thought that it would take off. Well, yesterday I stopped at a truck stop that I normally don't stop at because it's usually cumbersome to get in, and you end up sitting and waiting in line to get through, but for some reason I jumped off and I pulled forward, and there was a gentleman beside me getting fuel. And I didn't give it no mind. I went inside to get a coffee. And so as we came out of the bathroom, he was asking me about where I work at and how they pay. Normal driver inquisitive questions about a trucking company. And then all of a sudden, just as quick could be, he changed the subject. And he told me, he said, I took a picture of the back of your trailer. He said, I'm going to look at that later on. He said, I'm a fairly new Christian, and he said that's words of encouragement for me. And it kind of helped me to understand what the preacher has been saying, the elder in the church has been saying, and my mother, that numbers don't matter. It's the one who sees it and it makes a difference in their day. So like I said, it was like a big awakening for me. So I thought, well, I'm not going to worry about numbers no more. Whatever's supposed to be will be. And I told him about the site, that I put a message up every day, and the website. I've written a book on devotions, and my second one should be available this next week. And he's like, really? I said, yeah. He said, that's great. We talked for a few minutes, and then we went on our way. But I kept thinking about that last night into this morning. I made the difference in his day. Now, whether he looks at the site or not, that's not, I don't care. I guess that's the best way to say it. If he does, he does. If he don't, he don't. But just the idea that he took a picture of it and it made an impact on him for the day, for that moment, is I've got to learn that that's what it's about. It's not about large numbers. It's about that one person that you make a difference in for the day. And so just think about that as you go through the day. If you're in a ministry and you're like me and you're constantly worried about numbers, and that's human nature to judge what we're doing by numbers, the number of people that visit a site, the number of people that do this, that's human nature. So it's hard to go against that human nature. But after the visit yesterday, I think now I can do that without any trouble and not worry about, if nobody sends me a request to get on the Facebook page, but going down the highway, it makes a difference in one person's life for the day. That's what it's all about. So yesterday was a good lesson for me. Good lesson. I appreciate all the prayers. I got a sore throat and a cough here in my upper chest. So hopefully the next day or so I'll get better. But so I'm kind of rambling. It's hard to keep my thoughts together this morning. So, but yeah, as you go through the day, just think about that. It's not about numbers. It's about making the difference in one person's life, one person at a time.